All right, welcome back. Welcome back. So let's talk about Trump. Of course, we have to talk about Trump. He's not even sworn in yet, so you
That's right.
so we'll find out. Anyway, Trump immunity denied. This was a report from just a couple of hours ago, and we're going to talk about why this ruling can actually
Mm,
change everything. There's a report by CNN here. It says Donald Trump's felony conviction in the New York hush money case should not be tossed out because of the Supreme Court's ruling on presidential immunity. Judge Juan Marchand ruled on Monday. Marchand's decision rejected one of several avenues that Trump's lawyers have taken to try to dismiss Trump's May guilty verdict on 34 counts of falsifying business records. The judge did not, however, rule on a motion from Trump's attorneys to dismiss the conviction because Trump has now been elected president. Instead, its 41-page decision focused on the question of presidential immunity. Marchand wrote the Supreme Court's ruling that Trump should receive broad immunity for official acts during his time in office did not mean the conviction should be dismissed, ruling that the evidence presented by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office was not related to Trump's official conduct as president. The evidence contested by Trump's lawyers, the judge wrote, related entirely to unofficial conduct and should receive no immunity protections. And I quote, this court concludes that if error occurred regarding the introduction of the challenged evidence, such error was harmless in light of the overwhelming evidence of guilt. Marchand wrote, and I quote, even if this court did find that the disputed evidence constitutes official acts under the auspices of the Trump decision, which it did not, defendant's motion is still denied as introduction of the disputed evidence constitutes harmless error and no mode of proceedings error has taken place. Trump transition spokesperson Stephen Chung said in a statement that Marchand's decision, and I quote, is a direct violation of Supreme Court decision on immunity and other long-standing jurisprudence. Trump's lawyers are likely to appeal Marchand's decisions. One, okay, let me ask you this question, okay? From a general knowledge, right?
yes.
Is this even possible that um that they can appeal? Okay, well, the court where the convictions happened is not an appeal court. It's not a Supreme Court, right?
Uh,
This is possible, right? But what's your take on this right now? Is this
well, I think I want to agree with the ruling and the conclusions of the judge concerning this affair. Of course, you remember that America. We always talk of the work of nation building is always something in progress. It's a continuum, and where you think all the ends have been tightened and that there is no way anybody can break loose, you find out that there will be something because of the true nature of the federalism towards which we aspire in the United States of America, that something institutionally will crop up, will pop up to put whoever tries to want to force excesses, that is extreme agenda, something will put them in check. This is the exactly what you have seen in this case that is coming from this New York court, this ruling. Yes, the Supreme Court said whatever he must have done. I remember it was an academic thing. This idea of granting him broad immunity was first toyed with in an argumentative way. It was, I mean, until it took the coloration of fact, and then you find certain opinionated ideologues in the Supreme Court, people tilting towards, tilting away from center of the right. Republican opinionated justices saying, no, he could get away with anything. Now, the question to ask, and then, of course, it will be rhetorical because I will provide the answer, is that so when an individual gets so debased and reprobate as to launch after unsuspecting women, grope them, violate them, and then pay them hush money, could that have been done in the line of official duty as a president? Of course not. So, if this goes on appeal, wherever, maybe to appeal court in the state of appellate court in the state of New York, or New York Supreme Court, I do not know if they have an arrangement like that, all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. These are the plain, the plain facts that will be at play. And I do not think anybody is going to find whatever that is different from what this judge has ruled. That is my take on this. Now, you see that certain things are already playing out the way we thought it would. For example, why would anybody want to bring a birthright matter under executive order in this unfolding transition period? Now, something that started like a rumor pulled out of a page of Project 2025 is beginning to wear the color, it's beginning to get mainstreamed that, when the new administration comes, whoever thinks of coming here or is born here by non-American parents will not automatically be conferred with American citizenship. Yet, there is a specific amendment that covers this. I don't know if it's 14th Amendment or something like that. I do not think any stroke of the presidential order or pen will be able to remove that unless it goes and has a tour of debate, which may be cumbersome to some extent, whether in the lower house, House of Representatives, upper chamber, the Senate, before anybody, and then there must be active participation of the different capitals and state lawmaking bodies in the United States before this could be acceptable to anybody. But what will be in this for the incoming administration anyway? That is the question to ask. That people come in, they give birth. If they come into American hospitals to give birth to children, maybe by way of medical tourism, whatever, under whatever guise, do they clear their hospital bills while here? So long nothing by way of constituting nuisance has been dumped on the American taxpayer, if these people clear their bills, why make them feel like they have done something heinous? This I do not get. But the debate continues. And there are other things, like several of the individuals being nominated for political offices. They are heavily conflicted. Somebody who has no clue about medicine will now be made to run the Department of Health and Human Services. Somebody who dropped out of school and didn't do well in any academic capacity will now be made to run some specific aspects of the American public life. These are things that will come under scrutiny. And if American lawmakers, particularly the Senate, would want to avail itself of the opportunity of proving itself worthy to the people, honestly, there must be bipartisan scrutiny of whatever is being presented before them, and nothing is rammed down their throat, so that this country again can say that, we have built into us this self-cleansing institutional mechanisms, part of which is what will push against the ruling by, the ruling that, broad presidential immunity exists, even on issues of, pecuniary issues and issues of amoral um, escapades. That's my take.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much for that. Please join the conversation in the comment section. Do you think, so be it, do your worst? Or
What did you just say?
I'm asking the people that will leave comment, like, do you think, so be it, do your worst? He's gonna get away with it, and so be it, Or do you
Well,
need
I don't think that, like I said the other day, no perfect crime anywhere. There's nothing that would be it can't. It will not be like that.
right?
He will not be able to get away. Nobody will be able to get away with anything.
Nobody's getting.
As a matter of fact,
Mhm.
when history also records it, posterity would pronounce the ultimate judgment. So if anybody lives in the time in which we are now, and then you think that, playing a smart Alec, and then you get away with brazen criminality, or you brazenly get away with outright criminality, and you say that is the end of it. No, in nature, it's not the end of it, because some of these issues will be played back in the future. They would be examined by scholars and all kinds of people. And that is where you find historians giving their verdict. And they say nothing is perishable, and that this conduct is imperishable. That is just it. Yeah, you think you can will it away, you can wish it away. No, it continues to hang on to you like the albatross in the rhyme of the ancient mariner. Do you understand this? That's a poem by Samuel Taylor Coleridge.
Okay. All right, great. Definitely do us a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. Also, yes, join that conversation in the comment section. We have some other trendy stories around the world. We'll be right back. It's time to talk about Oyinbo Kemi.